As the year winds to a close, Canadian Blood Services is calling on people across the country to book appointments to donate blood, plasma, and platelets. According to a release from the organization, the final 2 weeks of December are a time when donations traditionally drop. The release went on to say that Canada needs more new donors, donating with colleagues, teammates, friends, family. You can turn it into a holiday gathering, and it's something memorable, and it's a great cause. If you're looking to donate, you can book now at blood.ca. And with me now is Ron Vezina, the Vice President of Public Affairs at the Canadian Blood Services. Ron, thanks very much for joining us. I know this time of year, always a bit of a crunch. It's difficult, isn't it?
It really is. Thanks for having us. This time of year is when people change a lot of their habits, whether it's work or whether it's play, getting together with friends. And, you know, the need for blood and plasma and platelets continues. There's patients that are undergoing cancer treatment in the hospital that unfortunately don't get home for the holidays. And we need a constant supply of products to make sure that they are well looked after. And because our products are perishable, we can't stockpile them. So we need donors on an ongoing basis. And typically, those weeks between the holidays are very challenging for us. This year, we're also seeing, you know, a real strong flu season. So that might be unavailability of donors who aren't feeling well or staff. And there's also the winter weather that's always a wild card. So, yeah, we're really calling on donors that want to start a New Year's tradition early or, you know, finish the year on a good note to come down and help save a life.
And I know people, if you do donate regularly, sometimes you want to go to the same place. But if you're traveling in that, can you donate anywhere?
Absolutely. We have, I think, 20,000 events that happen on an ongoing basis. And if you go to our website, you can see it's a great tradition. Maybe you do in a different province just to see what the experience is like somewhere else. Bring someone else that you don't typically donate with. But yeah, Canadian Blood Services operates across Canada with the exception of Quebec.
Okay, and I know that I donate platelets because I'm B negative, so they suggested that, and I've been doing it now for 2 or 3 years, which is a great opportunity. But certain blood types are better for certain things, aren't they?
They are, and first of all, thank you for being a donor, Roger. And yeah, platelets obviously very short lifespan. They only last 5 to 7 days, and they're really often treated for cancer patients. Depending on your blood type, there's some that are more predisposed towards giving blood. Some people are better predisposed to giving plasma. Some people it's platelets, and there's all kinds of ways that people can participate. You know, the best way is to come down and find out, try a donation for your first time. For many people, that first donation comes through blood because it's what we're more known for. But then we can ensure that you're in the program where you can have the greatest impact and where you can help patients the most.
And I mean, if you're donating blood, it really doesn't take that long. I think that people forget that. It takes quite a few minutes, but not much longer.
Our objective is to get you in and out in about an hour. So, I mean, if you think about that in the context of helping and saving and improving lives, the other thing that our donors tell us is they get a lot out of the experience too, is they feel good, they feel a sense of community, sense of accomplishment, so they get something out of giving as well. So it's kind of a reciprocal benefit, and that's why our campaign these days is Who's Saving Who, because at the end of the day, you get to experience what you get when you give.
And it's a great part of community. One of the things I love is I know all the nurses that are there. Mercy, I'll say hi, and Janice at College Street, because you start feeling like a family if you get this on a regular basis.
They are. And some of our donors talk about that as a community. They get book recommendations or Netflix series recommendations from the staff or from each other. So our people that are working at our donor centers, many of them are working over the holidays to make sure that patients get what they need. They are fantastic. They're going to give you a great experience. So come on down and give us a try.
And if you want to check, I mean, not everybody's able to donate, but you can check the website and get the information on, see if you're a good fit.
Yes, absolutely. So about 1 in 2 Canadians could be giving today. About 1 in 75 actually do. So there's a lot of room within the eligibility, but we also know for some people it's not good for them to give, or perhaps they're on medications or things that would make it not good for the recipient. So on blood.ca or call our 1-888-2DONATE phone number or download the Give Blood app. These are all great ways to see if you're eligible. But generally, if you're between, you know, if you're over 17 years old, over 110 pounds, and in general good health, there's a good chance you're eligible to be a donor.
And you can also donate financially, right?
Absolutely. Our financial donors help. Some of them are already blood donors or plasma donors as well, stem cell, organ, and tissue donors. They help improve the donor experience. They help us fund research that goes into the programs that make their products and services even better for patients.
And the stem cell, quickly before we go, how do you, if you want to help with the stem cell program?
Stem cell donation is another program that we run across Canada, and it really is a on-call list of donors. It's a relatively easy process. We send you a kit, a little swab that goes in your mouth, and we match your DNA, and then you go onto a worldwide registry for patients who might need you. That is a 17 to 35-year-old is the target demographic that we're looking for there. That's because they offer the best chance for patients that need those stem cell transplants. And often you have to be willing to make a bit of a commitment because of the people who get called, and not everyone does, it's about 7 years on average before you're identified as a match. So, but it can be life transforming. It is a one-to-one donation, and it can absolutely save a life.
Okay, Ron, I actually have a friend whose life was saved by a woman in Germany. Thank you very much for joining us and for everything you do. Have a great holiday.
Thank you, and thank you to all our donors and you too, Roger.
Ron Vezina is the Vice President of Public Affairs at the Canadian Blood Services.